How are you doing?
Hvordan er det da?
Doing all right?
How did okay?
God's good, isn't he? Isn't he amazing?
Kjennes godt, gjør det ikke?
So, and what I'm trying to teach you is that you don't have to wait for somebody to come on the stage and to do miracles. You can do them yourself every day, wherever you go.
Jeg ikke lærer at det kunne behøves ikke bo i etter onker kommer opp av plattformen for å gjøre under, men de kunne gjøre det kvendt og det kan daglig løve.
Can you do the next slide and then the one after? Oh, those are my books. I didn't realize that was up there. So,
Og hatte bøkene kommer, men det var jeg her.
so I've got books at the table at the end and DVDs and stuff.
Jeg har bøker utenfor og fløvereisene.
And then go to the next one after that. I'm going to skip through some of my stories. This guy is called Tim.
Hese mævren er Tim.
And I met Tim in Houston in Texas last summer.
Og jeg møtte Tim i Houston i Texas siste sommer.
And he came to one of our workshops.
Og han kom til en av okra workshops.
And as I'll have to do, let me come down here.
Jeg skal vise at jeg må komme om her.
So you can see what I'm doing. He walks into the workshop like this.
Han gikk så løsner inn i okra workshop.
And his hands, he has tremors, or he did have tremors in his hands. So his hands were shaking.
Og han ristingar i håndene, så det ristet så løsner.
And he tried to sign his name when he came into the workshop, but his hands were shaking so much he couldn't even write.
Og han rønte å skrive navnet til han skulle registrere seg til han kom til okra workshops, men hans hånd ristet snakk, så det fikk han ikke gjørst.
In the 1980s, he was in the military in America.
Og i 1940 så var han i herren i USA.
He was in an accident where he gets electrocuted really badly in a tank.
Og han var i en vannlukke her, han fikk eggvislig støt i en tanka.
He ends up in hospital, he's unconscious, he comes to, and he should have been dead, they told him.
Og at han var bevisstløs i rekordet sjukhus, og han vaknar og fikk vite han skulle fast være deier.
But for 33 years, he had severe tremors in his hands.
Men i 33 år så har han haft ringa ristingar i hånden.
He had to drink with a cup with a special lid on it, otherwise it would shake the drink everywhere.
Han måtte drekka ur en kopp ved en særlig låtje, at annars var det rist alt ur koppen.
And he had brain damage, so he couldn't even think straight.
Og han det finnes ikke heila skia, så han kunne ikke hoksa klart.
He couldn't read, he couldn't write.
Han kunne ikke skriva, han kunne ikke lesa.
It left him partially deaf and his eyesight was poor.
Han var parstvis steiver, og han ringa sjån.
And he had no feeling in his whole body apart from his thumb and finger on this hand.
Og han onga kjensli i öllum kroppen, bortsett fra tommelen og peitfingeren og høgsjånd.
He'd been away from God for 25 years.
Han vært borte fra Gud i 25 år.
But he ends up coming to our workshop in Houston.
Men han enda vi kommet til akkurat workshop i Houston.
We just did an activation and we got people praying for each other.
Og vi var jo ikke undervisningen og finner folk å bia for hver nøron.
A young guy prays for him.
Og en unge mann vil bia for honom.
And he feels like an inner tube, like getting a bicycle wheel, around him full of power.
Og han følte det som at han ui en sånn rører, akkurat som en sykla som svirrer rundt han han og fullt av kraft.
He feels it moving down over his body.
Og han kjenner det som at han rører flyter seg om han gjør kroppen.
As the power of God goes from his head down over his body.
Og som Guds kraft fer fra høtten og nye gjøkna seg likam.
Every part of his body that it touched gets healed.
Så var enkel parter av seg likam som av nest vi bare grøtter.
So as it goes over his ears, his hearing comes back, his eyesight comes back, his brain, he can feel it going back to normal.
Og som det kommer ned i høttet, så kjøper han hårene etter, han får sjånen kommer på plass, og eisen alltid i heiland
As it
kommer på
goes
plass
down past
etter.
his body, all the way down, his hands stop shaking, he can feel again.
Og som det flytter seg ned i kroppen, så halter hendene til Pet ved rist, og han får kjensen etter.
He gets completely and utterly healed by Jesus.
Han gjør fullkomlige grøtter av Jesus.
He takes his shoes and socks off so he can walk in the grass outside and feel the grass on his toes.
Han leter skånen ur sjokken, så han kan få dumma geng i græsen, så han kan kjenne kjensen av græsen.
He writes a whole paragraph and he's running around showing everybody he can write again.
Og han skriver alle setningar, og så renner han rundt og viser folk at han kan skrive etter.
Imagine 33 years having this disability and brain damage and everything as well.
Och också så att han var hentan hesa avmarsching och 33 år och så är det hela skia.
He gives his life back to Jesus.
Han ger sitt liv åt till Jesus.
He's attending church every week now.
Han kommer att möta nu kvar vecka.
And he's actually launched into ministry himself. He sees miracles all over the place and leads people to Jesus.
Och han är själv börjar tjänast och han ser nek människor vara grött och för människor.
Jesus is amazing. He can do anything.
Jesus är otrolig, han kan göra allt.
So, shall we pray for everybody that needs a miracle?
Så skulle vi be för ödlon och törvar ett under törva.
You might think, well, I don't need a miracle. I might have an illness, but I can live with it.
Och du också kanske jag mer törvar ett under. Jag har kanske en 20 men jag kan leva vet du.
But I want you to be healed too.
Men inte att du är ska vara.
Even if you can think of lots of other people who are worse off than you, God still wants to heal you.
Självt du kan komma tankar om nek människor som har nek värre än du så inte god isen jag gröt.
He wants to make you whole in every area of your life, spirit, soul and body.
Han är inte att det heilan och ödlon ögon och din liv, anda sål och likam.
Is there anybody who does not know Jesus personally?
Är det några här som inte känner Jesus
That would
personligen?
like to.
Som kunde huxa sig
Just give
till.
me a wave if you're here and you want to know Jesus personally.
Bara vinka till mig hvis du är kär och kunde huxa där eller Jesus känna
'Cause he
personligen.
loves you so much.
Ty han älskar det så mycket.
So I just want to give anybody opportunity to do that.
Så vi bara ger att möjligheten för att göra det. Är det några?
Anybody? Yeah? Do you want to know Jesus? Do you want to come out? Come on, cheer.